Never ever put these 5 things on your face after 50 if you want to look fresh and rested when your family sees you. I am serious. Every single one of them makes crepey skin look worse, and at least 2 of them are sitting in your makeup bag right now. You think they are helping you. They are aging you 10 years in daylight. Mistake number 1 is the one the beauty industry hopes you never figure out because you have been buying it over and over for decades. And once you stop, the lines around your mouth and eyes stop shouting at you in every mirror. But first, I am giving you the 7 hacks that make textured skin look smooth again, counting down to the most important one. So do not skip ahead and watch till the end. Hack number 7, do your final check in daylight and finish at your neck, not your jaw. Bathroom bulbs are flattering little liars. So before you leave, take a hand mirror to the brightest window in the house and look at your face in honest daylight. That is the light your family and your coworkers see. Look for edges, for foundation gathering beside the nose, for any line where the makeup stops. Then take whatever is left on your sponge, no new product, and sweep it down over the jawline and onto the neck. A visible foundation line at the jaw, with a warm face floating above a pale neck, is one of the most aging things in all of makeup, and it takes 10 seconds to erase. Daylight check, blended neck, out the door. Hack number 6, under the eyes, restraint wins. The skin there is the thinnest on your whole face, and heavy concealer is the fastest way to announce every fine line to the room. So take one small dot of a thin, hydrating concealer and place it only on the inner corner and on the actual shadow, usually that little dark triangle beside the nose. Tap it out with your ring finger, which is your weakest finger for a reason, and let it blend into nothing. Do not carry it up to the lash line, and do not sweep it across the entire under eye like we all did in the 90s. Then either skip setting it completely or press the tiniest breath of powder only where you crease. A little shadow left behind reads as normal and human. A thick, bright, creased half moon under each eye reads as tired, and that is the opposite of what we came here for. Hack number 5. Switch your blush and bronzer to creams and place them higher than you think. Powder blush sits on top of crepey cheeks and can look dusty and flat, especially in photographs by a window. A cream blush melts into skin, so the color looks like it is coming from inside, the way it did when we flushed naturally in our 30s. Take the cream on your ring finger or a small sponge, smile softly, and tap the color on the high point of the cheekbone, angled up toward your temple. Placing blush high lifts the whole face. Placing it low on the apples drags everything downward, and gravity is already handling that department without our help. Same idea with bronzer. A sheer cream pressed just under the cheekbone and around the hairline gives you that warm, just back from a walk look without a single powdery streak. Hack number 4. Change your relationship with powder. After 50, powder is a tool for one small zone, not a blanket for the whole face. Take a small fluffy brush, tap off almost all the product, and set only the center of the face, the sides of the nose, the chin, and just under the eyes if your concealer travels. Leave the cheeks dewy and alive. Then here's the part that saves you all day long. When shine comes through in the afternoon, do not reach for the powder compact again. Reach for a blotting paper, press it over the shiny spots, and walk away. Blotting removes the oil. Repowdering stacks another dry layer on top of moving skin, and by dinner it has settled into every smile line you own. One light powder moment in the morning, blotting papers in your handbag, and your base stays fresh through an entire family gathering. Hack number 3. Treat your moisturizer like the first layer of your makeup, not a separate skincare step. Crepey skin drinks moisture, and foundation applied over a dry face will grab onto every rough patch and magnify it. So, in the morning, press a rich moisturizer into your cheeks, your chin, and around your mouth, and then walk away from the mirror. Make your coffee, water the plants, give it a full 5 minutes to sink in. When your skin feels comfortable but no longer greasy, that is your window. Foundation applied over plump, hydrated skin glides instead of catching, and you will see the difference most in that stubborn area beside your nose and in the little vertical lines above your lip. If your moisturizer pills into little rolls when you touch it, it is fighting with your other products, so use less and press it in with your palms instead of rubbing. Hack number 2, thin layers, pressed in, never wiped on. Take half the amount of foundation you normally use, dot it on the back of your hand, and let the warmth of your skin soften it for a moment. Then use a damp makeup sponge and press the product into your face, bouncing it gently across your cheeks and forehead. Pressing pushes the foundation into the skin so it becomes part of it. Wiping drags it across the surface, where it piles up in the creases and starts looking cakey by lunchtime. On a rough, dry day, you can even mix one small drop of moisturizer into your foundation on the back of your hand and press that in for a soft, skin-like tint. Two whisper-thin layers will always look smoother on textured skin than one thick one. This change in how your hand moves costs you nothing, and it sets up everything for the #1 hack. Because here is the truth. You can press, blot, and blend with the softest hands in the world, and if the formula underneath is wrong for mature skin, you are fighting it all day. Which brings us to hack #1, change the foundation itself. There is one foundation made with mature skin in mind. It helps blur the look of fine lines, softens the look of texture, and finishes natural, not heavy. That your skin but better look we have been chasing this whole video. The color-changing formula is designed to adapt toward your own skin tone as you blend, instead of oxidizing into that orange jawline by noon, and it is loved by hundreds of women our age. It is called Luxe. You will not find it in stores yet, but it is the #1 best-selling foundation on Amazon right now. You can find it on Amazon by searching Luxe Foundation, or by clicking the link in the description below this video. If it is gone, it is gone. Results may vary, of course, every face is its own story. But every hack I just gave you, the thin layers, the damp sponge, the hydration, all of it works best when the foundation underneath is willing to cooperate. If any of this is landing for you, take 1 second and hit subscribe. I make honest, practical makeup videos for women over 50 every week, and I keep them short. Now take a breath, because we are counting down the 5 mistakes, and I want you to hear these with love. Mistake number 5. Setting the entire face with powder, or worse, baking like the 20-year-olds online. Pressing a heavy layer of translucent powder across your whole face locks everything in. Yes, including every line, every dry patch, and every bit of peach fuzz, all of it suddenly in high definition. In flash photographs, it can even leave a ghostly white cast across the cheeks. Crepey skin needs movement and light in it to look alive. A fully powdered face after 50 looks like a photograph of a face rather than a face. Set the center, leave the rest breathing, and let your skin look like skin at your granddaughter's birthday party. Mistake number 4. Layering full coverage matte foundation like paint, coat after coat, chasing perfection. I understand the instinct completely, because on the days we feel less confident, more coverage feels like armor. But a thick matte layer over textured skin turns into a mask, and a mask cracks. By 3 in the afternoon, it splits around the mouth when you smile and gathers in the folds beside your nose, and suddenly you look more tired than you did with nothing on. Heavy coverage does not hide texture. It gives texture a costume and a spotlight. Thin layers, pressed in, with real skin showing through. That is what reads as youthful across a dinner table. Mistake number 3. Dragging and tugging at your face while you apply. Watch yourself in the mirror tomorrow morning. If your brush is sweeping back and forth like a windshield wiper, if you are pulling your eyelid taut to draw liner, if you are scrubbing cleanser off with a towel, you are treating delicate skin like upholstery. Every drag pushes product into lines instead of over them, and it shoves your skincare around instead of leaving it in place. The whole rhythm of makeup after 50 is press, tap, roll, slow hands. Think of how you would touch silk that you loved and give your own face the same courtesy. The makeup sits better, and honestly, the 5 minutes feels nicer too. Mistake number 2, shimmer sitting on top of texture. That glittery highlighter stick, the frosted eyeshadow, the blush with sparkle running through it. Shimmer particles catch the light on every single bump they cross, which means they point a little flashlight at exactly the texture you were hoping to soften. On the cheekbone, a sparkly highlighter over crepey skin reads as glitter on crinkles, and on the eyelid, frost settles into the crease and flashes every fold when you blink. You do not have to give up glow. Glow after 50 comes from hydrated skin, cream products, and a soft sheen, not from visible sparkle. If you can see distinct glitter particles on the back of your hand in window light, that product belongs to your granddaughter now. And now, mistake number 1, the one I promised you at the start. It is holding on to that classic foundation formula you have repurchased on autopilot for 20 years. The one that looks right for the first hour and then slowly turns orange at your jawline by noon. The one that has settled into the lines around your mouth by every school pickup and every dinner out. You kept blaming your skin, your primer, your powder, and you kept buying the same bottle because it is familiar and the beauty counter keeps it front and center. Traditional formulas like that were built for younger, smoother, oilier skin, and on our skin, they oxidize warm and sink into every line they find. The industry will keep selling you that bottle for another 20 years if you let it, but you already know the way out because I gave it to you at hack number 1. You can find Luxe on Amazon by searching Luxe Foundation or by clicking the link in the description below this video. Retire the old bottle. Your face has earned better, so let us put the whole picture together. Daylight check with a blended neck, restraint under the eyes, cream blush placed high, powder only in the center, hydrate first and give it time, thin layers pressed in with a damp sponge, and a foundation that actually works with mature skin. Then clear out the heavy powder, the thick matte layers, the tugging, the glitter, and that tired old formula for good. None of this is about looking 25 again. It is about walking into a room and having your family see you, rested and glowing, instead of seeing makeup. And one more thing, if you comment the word secret, I will send you one more step for mature skin that may help your makeup last 12 hours or more. Make sure you are subscribed or I cannot reach you. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one.